Okay, let's talk about this. We finally heard from the Royals after the big interview Sunday night. Took a few days. We got to talk about it. This is what was released in a statement. The 94-year-old monarch said they were sad to see the accusations made by Harry and Meghan, and that, quote, while some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately, and there's more.
Well, Piers Morgan yesterday, in the most viral clip in the world, walked off ITV's Good Morning Britain set. FYI, Good Morning Britain is one of the biggest morning shows, aside from this one, in the world. And Piers Morgan has been very critical of Meghan Markle. His most damning remark of the many was he didn't believe that she was suicidal. Well, yesterday, things kind of got to a head on the set. For those who might have missed this clip, this is what I'm talking about.
And I understand that you've got a personal relationship with Meghan Markle, or had one, and she cut you off. She's entitled to cut you off if she wants to. Has she said anything about you since she cut you off? I don't think she has, but yet you continue to trash her.
OK, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no. Sorry.
Do you know what? That's pathetic.
You can trash me, maybe not my own stuff.
No.
See you later.
I'm being...
Sorry, can't do this.
This is absolutely diabolical behaviour. I'm sorry, but...
Now, hours later, ITV in Britain announced Piers Morgan had left the show. We don't know if it's a buyout. We don't know if he was fired. We don't know much, but we do know Piers Morgan tweeted earlier today a quote from Winston Churchill, and he referenced free speech a lot. So I am guessing we have not heard the last of Piers Morgan on this. I'm wondering if we heard the last of Buckingham Palace on this.
They were flooded with calls.
Yeah.
To your point, they're making it sound like he chose to step down, as he's saying. He's saying freedom of speech is a hill I'm happy to die on. Thanks for all the love and hate. I'm off to spend more time with my opinions. He's also a huge part of the reason why the show was such a success. It was the polarizing views they would have. You didn't tune in to watch everybody get along. It was to hear them oppose one another. Are you surprised that this was the thing that made him walk off for good?
I had to watch it back a few times to process why he walked off. And there is that rumor, and it's more than a rumor in some places, where back in the day, Meghan Markle and Piers were pretty close. And there was some insinuation, and I hate even going here, but what the hell, he walked off the set, I can talk about it, that there was some romantic interest on his end. It wasn't reciprocated, and now all of a sudden it's become one-way traffic in terms of criticism towards one of the more higher-profile names in the world, quite frankly, and he was relentless. We can't say this enough, and obviously people here in Canada don't process that show much, but every other morning I would see, especially after the Meghan and Harry story really started to pick up when they weren't royals anymore about a month ago, he's been relentless. He's been trending every second or third day in the morning here in Canada. And I'm not surprised it got to a boiling point because he wasn't backing off from this. What's interesting to me is ITV profits off clips like we just ran. And I just find it really hypocritical. I disagree with everything Piers Morgan said, just so we're clear. But for ITV to act holier than thou because they're getting pressure from outside, from regulatory bodies, I think is rather hypocritical. If you're going to profiteer off Piers Morgan and some borderline hate speech, then don't do that. I thought that was weird.
You're saying that was a Piers, a man scorned, that he was bitter.
Yeah.
Who says after hearing everything that Meghan said that he thought everything was a lie, though? Like, maybe there's some things you might be suspect, like, you sure you didn't Google or know much about the royals? That's one thing.
It was crazy.
But to deny and say it was a lie, and when someone talks about suicidal thoughts, like, that's as serious as it gets.
Of course. Of course.
Racism. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. And I don't think this is the last we'll hear from him. It'll be interesting to see what they do with their show going forward. But that's Sid sounding off already. Write us, guys, at Breakfast TV, at Sid60, hashtag Meet Sid. It's 7 o'clock. You're watching BT.